Hello fellow engineers and welcome back to Hydroneer, the gold mining game where the aim of the game is to mine valuable resources in order to fix this monstrosity of a bridge. Now, if you've been watching my previous videos, you'll see that I created 3 beautiful builds. That stands for bridge I'd like to fruit salad. Oi, 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 hey, what's going on down there? What's going on? Oi. Oh, you're just sitting on the rock. Okay, I thought they were gonna not use my bridge for a second. Sacrilege. Right, anyway, first off I built the fish bridge. Look at that. And then this golden cable-stayed bridge. What a beauty. Before finally building the gemstone suspension bridge. One of my favorites. But you may have noticed in previous videos that wherever I was on the map, if I looked in the direction of these bridges, my frame rate would come to a grinding halt, prompting me to start the social media movement, Free Matt's Frame Rate. And yes, fellow engineers, we bloody did it. Never before has such peer pressure been used for such good, but check this out. The devs put together a mod that turns my bridges from the individual components that cause a loading time slower than an architect trying to work out a children's maths question into single items that gives me frames, glorious frames, from hot bridges in your local area. And not only that, they gave me something which engineers love, stats. The Pykrete bridge contained 2,967 sardines. I thought they were pikes, hence Pykrete. The gemstone suspension bridge contained 15,298 cut gems, as well as 1,204 concrete blocks and wooden poles. And there's one stray window, apparently, wherever that is. And then we come to the bar bridge. We've got 120 wooden floors. But can you guess the combined number of shard and golden bars in this thing? Oh, no wonder my frame rate wasn't happy. Yep, this thing contained a whopping 18,405 bars. And not only that, because it's on Steam Workshop, you guys can download it too, and you can enjoy my lovely builds yourself. I've included a link in my description because I'm nice like that. But wait. Before we start congratulating them and singing their praises, let's look at some of the finer details that I sort of glanced over during my initial excitement. Now, firstly, if we head back to the starting claim, you'll see some of my stuff that's just in my save. Like, that's in my save, not in the mod. The fish nado, that's part of the mod now, so cheers for that one, devs. However, gold nado been completely deleted. I can forgive them for that though. Like, we all make mistakes. That's fine. They did some good work elsewhere. However, things I can't forgive: the mod name. Better architecture. And not only that, they then go on to describe this as his creative art. I think this guy is on to something, I will say that. Not only that, you guys might remember this bridge. The devs gave me an Easter egg in that my bridge review score of this hideous bridge, they put it on this post around here. Now, in this mod, that's essentially treason. 10 out of 10 is not the bridge review score for this monstrosity. But it gets worse, guys. It gets worse. Firstly, let's head over to the fish bridge, because the dev Itchy, he's given it a 0 out of 10. A 0 out of 10 for a 2-span fish bridge. Right, anyway, next up we'll come to the golden cable-stayed bridge. 18,000 golden bars, remember. Max, the creator of Hydroneer, he's given it a 0. That's not even 0. That's just 0. That's just 0. Like, bear in mind, I gave their bridge a 5.9 out of 10. They're giving that a 0. Right, well, surely the gemstone suspension bridge, which I myself rated this... No, sorry, not myself. As an independent adjudicator, rated this 10 out of 10. The only perfect bridge review score in any video game ever. And well, at least they've hidden it behind this rock. But Joe, 0 out of 10. Who the hell's Joe? Now, I could be petty. I could get mad about this. I could start a new uprising. I could go on Wikipedia and say the game was developed by a bunch of architects. But no. Instead, I'm going to use the good work that they have actually done, and we're going to make another bridge. Now, you guys probably know I've been working on some farming in this game. We built an automatic tomato grower. Then we planted loads and loads of carrots with an automated water system, and we've been using this hydrocropper to harvest them and then making more seeds so we can plant more and stuff. But I think I might have to use all of my farming knowledge, everything I've learned in the new update of the game, to make the ultimate vegetable bridge. Yes, a bridge made entirely out of vegetables. That is the only way I can earn the respect of the devs and get them to admit I am an engineer and not an architect. So first off, I guess we need to sort of try and find a spot for this new bridge. Now, annoyingly, the devs, they did put their own bridge on a grid that isn't consistent with the world, meaning I can't just improve this. But to be honest, that would be like polishing a turd pretty pretty much. So I am going to be starting a new bridge. I mean, perhaps we could span across here, like over to there. That would be like the largest span bridge that Hydroneer has ever seen. Now, the thing is, it might take so many resources that I'll be back in the same boat in terms of frame rate. Anyway, we'll head into Bridge Poor. And yes, it really was Bridge Poor with 2 O's until I got involved. I love that there's just like random soups and like money dotted about everywhere. Anyway, we're going to go into the housing shop and we're going to try and work out
Take a look at my goods.
Excuse me? What did she just say? No, I will not. I have a girlfriend. Anyway, we need some sort of flooring material. Like, do I want wooden? Do I want concrete? Oh, I think these are new. Wood pillars and foundations. Oh, that could be useful for bridge building. Or perhaps this, the greenhouse floor. And I wouldn't usually do this, but I am going to point out a typo by the devs there. Keep yet feet off the floor. Yet feet. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's try and work out. Okay, I think that's a good height, but it is red because I'm not in creative mode, so give me a second. It's looking like we're going to be a bit low down there. I mean, we'll build to the end just to see. Yeah, looks like we're coming in a little bit low, so we might want like a ramp on the... And the frame rate is so fast. I'm not used to spinning around that fast. Yeah, we could either do like a ramp down this side, or if we want the bridge higher, we could do a ramp from the other side. Sort of like how I did this gemstone suspension bridge. Yeah, I'm sort of feeling like if it was higher, then like from this bridge, you have to look up at it. There's always something about that. Looking up at something makes you feel less superior, which is how you would feel on this bridge. So yeah, so the bridge will be useful because you can come to this stock market, get all your cash and stuff, and then you can run up here. You can go up this little hill, and then you'll be straight on a bridge that doesn't make you feel like an inferior human being. Right, so we'll make the bridge this height instead, and then at some point we'll ramp down to there. I don't exactly know where, so I'll keep going with this for now. Okay, so next up, I'm going to go along. I'm going to try and move all these from down here up to there. So we'll grab that, we'll shove it up there, move back. Oh boy, this is going to take a long time. This is only the decking as well. Just wait till we have to start farming all this veg. Yay, we made it to the end. Okay, cool. So we just got one more width to do, and then the deck will be in. Deck with an E. YouTube captions. Deck with an E. Now, here we go. Oh, this is really giving us a feel to how we can look down on that inferior bridge. Such a peasant bridge, that one. This is really bringing out the worst of me, this game. But next up, we actually need to work out how the hell are we actually going to make a bridge. What materials do we have to work with? So let's head this way through the very convenient shortcut through this town that I've now created. And then we'll head over to Grangefield. This is like the farming industry. So here we can buy all the different seeds. So we know about tomato and carrots. We've got those. We've also got beetroot, broccoli, onion, and corns that we could add to the bridge. As well as over here, we have like trees. So there's maple tree, pine tree, birch tree, bush. Oh, literally just a bush. Daisies, cactus, bells. Bells and flowers. Not gonna lie, don't know what any of those look like. So we'll head back to our farming zone. Let's turn the water back on by plonking that back in. There we go. So this is how we water our plants. I think we've got onions growing there. So I'll take those out. And if I use a sickle to get rid of the actual plant, we can just move all these onions out the way. Man, they're so small. Like, even the tomato. I can't make a bridge out of them. I'll be here for years. We've also got carrots. We know what carrots look like. And then I'm just going to sort of like plant one of everything and see which has the best material properties for use in a bridge. So broccoli, you go in there. Plonk a corn there. And then we'll get all the trees in as well. Oh my, what the? Whoa. Okay, so they actually turn into fully grown trees. Can you like chop them down, or are they just like decoration? They're huge. I wasn't expecting this. Like, look at the size of that. How is that a maple tree? Is that what they look like? All right, well, that's all the seeds in, so we'll let them grow and see what they turn into. I'm not convinced we're going to be able to use the trees for anything. I thought we might be able to like make logs, or I don't know. So we're probably most interested in the vegetables at the front, as well as these. I mean, carrots. I feel like carrots are a lot bigger than tomatoes, so they're probably winning right now. Plus, there's just something about the shape of a carrot that just, I don't know, just naturally appeals to me. Don't know what it is. I mean, perhaps combining the two vegetables could make a super engineering. Nah, that's just immature. That's just immature. Anyway, I'm going to jump in the hydro cropper. And yes, I do farm in the Nunga Punga, as I like to call it. Literally just in my pants. That is how we roll on this farm. But yeah, I'm going to harvest all of these carrots carrots because I feel like we might need them since they are winning the material battle. So we'll harvest all of these. Since I'm here, perhaps I'll reverse into this thing. Now this should turn all of those carrots into carrot seeds, which if I eject them from the side like that, they should come around the conveyors, end up in there, and then, yes, end up in the boot. So let's add a few more carrot seeds into that. So we now have the circle of carrot life. Carrots coming out, getting chopped, turned into seeds, straight into the back. Carrots leave, seeds enter. Oh, they're making a mess though. They are making a mess. A few have fallen on the floor. I feel like most are in the back though. Let's just hope as I drive away, they are actually in the back. Yes, they are. Oh, that worked really well. Okay, so if we lower that again, then I think as we drive along here, you can see the holes in front, they are not filled with plants, but as we drive through, we've planted all of those seeds. Wow, we didn't plant many carrots there. That's a bit of a shock. Anyway, tweaks are still needed to my system in order to get the carrots in the back without me having to do it manually like this. But the seeds are in. Hopefully it means we can plant the remaining thing in just one harvest. We'll have to see how quickly the seed bags go down. Oh, they're going down. They're going down fast. We got like 2/3 of the way, I reckon. Wait, doesn't that mean this is completely pointless? If I just harvest the entire lot and then I could only reharvest 2/3, quick math says that's a bad deal. Why am I planting more? I'll have to have a think about this. Anyway, if we head back over here. Oh, look, the trees are growing. Oh, and the cactus. Look at the little cactus. Oh, also on the back of my quad, I've got loads and loads of carrot seeds as well. So I guess I could just plant those. That would make sense. No, give me more time to allow these to grow. So yeah, I guess we'll just wait for those and then I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, so a few days later, everything's grown. Look at the trees growing straight through it. So if we get involved, you can see that is a broccoli. Broccoli, top tier vegetable for bridge building, I think. Down there, this is a beetroot. How does it compare to a tomato? Oh, it's way bigger. Is it way bigger or do I just let these grow larger because I let them grow for longer? I'm not sure. Oh, actually, here is a tomato for comparison. Oh, that's a big boy. So yeah, the longer you let them grow, the bigger they get. Although beetroot's still bigger. We've got corn on the cob still. I mean, it's a lot bigger than a carrot. Look at the girth of that. And then sadly, it looks like all the other things, all the trees, all the cactuses and stuff, they are just like cosmetic. They're just items. You can't mine them or harvest them. Now, if you ever watched the TV show Ready Steady Cook, where they had a load of ingredients and they had to like cook something good out of it. Yeah, boy. I feel like I'm on that program right now, but it's like Ready Steady Bridge. I've got these ingredients. I need to create a bridge. So I might have to put my engineering hat on for this. And thankfully, there's one right here. So let's stick that on our head. I think I have a plan.
Trust me, I'm an engineer. I turned a bridge into a plane. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Building this gave me a huge migraine. Trust me, I'm an engineer with an epic dog that has no fear. Trust me, I'm an engineer. I literally have no idea. I built a lot of bridges, some of them even dance. My planes don't fly all that well, and this guy stood no chance. I had to drive a flaming truck, but later built a bridge. No wheel, no tire, no problem. These parts I never miss. I drive my mower like a boss, this Jag did not agree. I tried to build a rocket and the top just went wee! Trust me, I'm an engineer, the strongest shape works right here. Trust me, I'm an engineer, what the hell did just happen here? Trust me, I'm an engineer with epic skill and epic gear. Trust me, I'm an engineer, oh poo, I may have failed here. And time for a breakdown. Yes,
Right, so you've probably seen a montage of me building this thing. We've just got one cross brace to go. So let me just show you how I've been doing this. Basically, we've got to use a bit of form work. So we want carrots to go in this gap here. So it's going to be a cross brace. So you can see I've sort of made if you look in here, I've made some form work so we can pour the carrots in and they just connect that arm with that arm. So all we got to do now is fill in this hole with carrots. So back to the farm. Let's get in the hydro cropper. And then let's watch all those carrots going into the back of this thing, because we are going to need those. All right, and then we just drive this thing over to the bridge. So we come along here. We don't take the gemstone suspension bridge or the original. We come along this way up this very small little hill. All right, and then we are on our bridge. Oh, it's actually got the headroom. This is so good. So all we got to do, we got to stop like there-ish. and then we eject carrots into there. So can you see down at the bottom of the screen, we are filling that with carrots. And essentially, I just did this to fill the entire bridge. It was easy. Easy. No, I am, of course, lying because this would have taken literal years. And there is actually a bug where you get less carrot seeds compared to what you actually plant. They're working on a fix, apparently. So yeah, this would literally be impossible at the moment because you can't make more carrots after a certain amount than you actually have. So thankfully, there are mods. So let's just drive this thing out the way and I'll show you how the mods work and then the troubles that I actually had. So we'll leave that there for now. So there is a mod where you can get yourselves dev tools, all these purple things. And you can see there's a dev resource spawner. Very useful when one of the resources, if we scroll down here, is carrot. Now, notice above there is cut carrot. We don't want that. We want the actual carrot. So we go on carrot. And then when we spawn this, you can see, oh no, it says cut carrot. Yeah, unfortunately with this mod, it doesn't quite work as intended. So you can see cut carrots are coming out. Now, you can't build a bridge out of cut carrots. That just makes no sense. But I was very fortunate in the mod maker for this, the developer Itchy, he made me a very special mod. And he said that was a bit of a surprise with it as well. So if we go into here and instead of dev, we type in bitter, we have something called a resource bitter. Now, this is only available to me. Sorry if you're at home, you want to try this. You can't. Perks of being a YouTuber, I guess. But if we spawn one of these, boosh, there it is. Now, it doesn't look that special to me. I wasn't really sure what it was on about. It was only when I put it down and then had a look from another angle that I realized how efficient this mod could actually be. Now, you can come and you can put this like wherever you want. So let's say we put it there. There's a button on the back. We can press button, light comes on, light goes off. Nothing happens. That's because it says empty. If I grab a carrot and I just wave it near the top, so I can literally just like crouch into it, that's now set. So now when I press it, carrots come out. And essentially, if we leave that running, you can see on this side, I've done all the formwork. I've completely filled this with carrots all the way down there. We've got cross beams. We've got cross beams up here. And when you remove all those, you end up with carrots, essentially. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move this floor out the way and then just keep filling this up. Now, the thing with this is, can you see if we look from the side, there's like loads of gaps. You need to nudge these with a magnet stick because carrots are magnetic, as we know. So if we just sort of give them a bit of a shake. It's sort of like compacting concrete. Oh yeah, so just shake them from both sides, really compact it, get rid of the air bubbles. And then in just a few hours, like 6 hours or something, you can have a bridge like this yourself. And I'm trying desperately not to touch that as well. I don't want to like ruin what I've already got. So we'll move these out of the way. We'll put the floor back down. And then if we grab the creative wand, we can literally just right click everything to reveal what's underneath. So we'll just boost away all of this. Now doing the undersides is always scary because we can get carrots dropping. So let's do this back edge first. Oh, there you go. You can see a few are falling. But generally, most of them stay, and that's because the devs implemented something to save your frame rate. So rather than the resources having physics constantly, if they stop moving for like a certain amount of time, they just freeze in position, which really helps your frame rate. Like, despite there being that many carrots, my frames are still, well, they're not great. They're not great, actually, but they're not bad. And I have been told, Itchy, the dev that made my other bridges into single items, he's going to do the same with this one. So if you download the RCE architecture mod. Why did they have to call it that? Why did they have to call it that? I'm hoping this carrot bridge will be part of it by the time this video is up. All right, so anyway, let's get revealing this side. So doing the sides is generally okay. Like it's been a day or so now since I actually plopped these carrots down. But you'll notice as we do the underside, we will get the odd carrot falling. Although it actually seems to be working out pretty well. Oh, these are well in place. So when I revealed like the first side, I had a lot of carrots fall out. A lot of carrots. I don't know if I just got better at building maybe, or if leaving the game a few days made the carrots settle even more. But yeah, this seems to be working out a lot better. So anyway, I'll just destroy all of these and then I'll see you guys in a bit. Although actually, no, don't destroy too much. We've still got another cross beam to do. I got to do that as well. But yeah, I'll do the cleanup and then I'll catch you guys in a minute. And just like that, there was another bridge in the pack. Check it out. Well, it actually came out really well. Fair play. I mean, frame rate struggling a bit, but once this is in the mod, you'll be able to play with this without any frame issues. And you know what time it is? I think it's time for a bridge review. A carrot arch suspension bridge. Completely sustainable incredible. Some say walking on this bridge helps you see in the dark. The greenhouse pillars stop you falling off the edge, and from the underside you really get a scale of the largest spanned bridge in Hydroneer. There are a couple of structural weaknesses where we lost some carrots during the construction, and getting onto the bridge from this end requires a little bit of cliff jumping, but walking down this is magnificent, and the view from the top of the structural carrot arch is incredible, if ruined a little bit by this bridge. Overall, I give this bridge a carrot chomping 9.7.5 out of 10 bridge review. Yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed this build. It was absolutely incredible. It took 2 blooming streams to build it. I think it turned out pretty good, though. I mean, it'd be better if we could sort of curve the arches a bit more, or maybe even make them thicker. In case you're wondering how many carrots were required for this build, that's on screen now. Was it more or less than you thought it might be, knowing how many resources went into the others? Although my frame rate is pretty good, this is going to be turned into a mod, so if you want to download my mod, it will now include the carrot bridge as well, and maybe these will be fixed. I don't know. But for now, I'll say peace, love, and bridges. We got 5 bridges in the game. Oh, I'm so happy. Right, bye, guys.